Hey there, my name is Mayan Shah. Today, I wanted to give a big thanks to all of our subscribers, especially to the ones who have been here since day one. I started making YouTube videos when I was 15, and I'm about to turn 22. Myself and the channel have grown and improved so much. Thank you all for not only watching my videos, but giving me motivation to keep improving myself and my videos. Today is a special day. Not only am I going to be showing you Big Blue, but I'm also launching my very own channel. This channel will consist of more vlog style videos, maybe some tours that I normally do, and much more. I'm very excited for this new chapter, and I hope you will all join me for the ride. Thank you again. Now let's hop into this uniquely beautiful coach. Today I have what is one of my favorite buses that we've had in a long time. It is a 1997 Prevost Parliament coach, and it's obviously and clearly an XL1 bus. Today we're going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly about this coach, and I'm also going to show you why I think this has one of the most tangible souls, if not the most tangible soul that I felt in a coach. This is probably one of the most well-known faces in the bus world. It's the face of an XL1 Prevost bus, and I think it's very handsome. The windows and the metal styling up there is really a big part of what makes it look like a huge bus coming down the road, at least to me. Now there's a beautiful stainless steel bumper here, and it's actually pretty hard to notice because it's hidden in all this beautiful stainless steel of the body. And down below that, we have a lot of extra amber lights, all in a stainless steel plate that does look like it's been bumped, and I think our driver actually did it when the coach was on its way back from East Tennessee Luxury Coach getting a service. So we're gonna be able to throw him under the bus here. Up at East Tennessee, they went through the bus, replacing a lot of parts where they needed to and inspecting the bus as they went through it. The chassis was lubed, air filters and all of the filters were replaced. All of the belts are new. The generator received a full service as well, with all new filters, so you won't have to worry about that when you pick this coach up. But I think most of them do work, and the amber lights down the sides of the bus are absolutely beautiful as well. The coach really lights up at night, and you have all those controls for the lights up in that cockpit area. I completely forgot about mentioning these beautiful Velvac mirrors with the top hat. There's a little detail here that I quite enjoy when I'm driving the coach. There's a stainless steel piece right here, and that protects you from getting really bad gusts of wind, which means you can have that window open on the highway, which means you can stay in tune with that big turbo back there on that Detroit Series 60, which sounds amazing, while on the highway without getting blasted with wind. Now that is a very thoughtful detail. So as you walk down the sides of this bus, you will notice the windows are tinted and you can see out of them pretty clearly, but from the outside, you really can't see anything in. And you have this extra little window up there, and I like that little guy up there. And part of the XL1s, they have a lot of these pieces more exposed. So you see the rivets, you see the craftsmanship that went into building this bus. And I absolutely love the rivets, okay? I am an XL1 bus guy all day long. I love XL2s, but the XL1s have a special place in my heart, especially this particular coach. Look at our little window right there. It's like a little port window, or a little window on the side of a boat. Now we do have two window awnings here on the driver's side of this bus to protect your windows from sun, but the built-in tent is doing a pretty good job of that. At this point, I'm sure you've noticed the paint looks immaculate. Well, that's because it's brand new. And of course, stainless steel doesn't age. And there's nothing like beautiful Alcoa forged aluminum wheels to go with a brand new paint job on a timeless stainless steel coach. You might notice a couple hubcaps missing at the moment. We do have the parts for that, and it was quite painful to have to do this video with those hubcap pieces missing. So around on the driver rear corner of this bus, we have a beautiful stainless steel grille that's covering our side radiator setup here. This grille right here looks really cool with the paint. They did a good job painting that. And all these little intricate details in the body are just absolutely beautiful. I love this little cornered edge right here. It just looks like a thick block of stainless steel. And The rear ends of XL1 buses are just where it is at. They're absolutely beautiful. They're perfectly proportioned, especially with these taillights. I absolutely love these taillights. They perfect match with this bus. We have some grills going on here and one of the most satisfying engine bay locks you will ever see on a coach. Now right down here we have a stainless steel exhaust pipe where our generator exhaust is currently being piped out, and stainless steel pipes like this have a very nice sound, I have to say. Now, unfortunately, we have a little dent on the back bumper here, and that is due to Bill. But as I've said before, mistakes happen. It's a stainless steel piece that makes the back look more flush, and it's not that big of a deal because thankfully it is pretty centered. It's actually right above this trailer hitch, which is perfect. That's where you'd want it to be. Now, this has incredible engine access to the Detroit Series 60 that's located back here. These engines are known by many and don't need an explanation within the RV and truck industry. However, if you're not familiar, this engine is good for 800,000 to 1.2 million miles in between rebuilds. On top of that, they make an incredible amount of torque, 515 horsepower, and they sound amazing. We're going to talk more about this engine and this bay later on when we tour the compartments, so stick around. I absolutely love when you come around the sides of this coach, you get this beautiful line of rivets and just you see all the ripples in the stainless steel. And it does come with a few scratches like this, 100% free of charge. Now, of course, it looks stunning because it has brand new paint, but the stainless steel is also in excellent condition. So in the patio space here, we have a large Zip D awning that I believe needs a new spring. This coach is fundamentally rock solid. And on top of that, we know a little piece of history. The bus comes with a treasure trove of manuals and original schematics for the wiring and much more. These manuals from both Parliament Coach and Prevost can be few and far between, making them a treat to have. Now, this bus was traded on a newer Prevost, and the previous owners had it for over 15 years. Him and his wife absolutely loved the bus, and they spent a good chunk of money on upgrades along the way. Now, as you enter the coach, you see the curves around the front, you see those pieces of glass and the rivets and the door just looks like this huge, solid piece that just fits perfectly and very satisfyingly where it should be. It's just a beautiful door. It's got a little curve on it as well. Let's take a step inside the bus. Let's start with the salon space, which is right here in front of us. And we have a nice little recliner over here. It's like a European style recliner, but more like a mix between a Euro recliner and like an American style recliner. Now there's also a little desk area over here. All this beautiful white Corian that has a little bit of marbling in it. And then we have that mint colored Corian sandwiched in between. It's kind of cool that it's the opposite of the window sills. And notice how that Corian just flows all the way up into the cockpit. I actually really enjoy the fact that the cockpit feels connected entirely to the bus. It's not like a separate thing, it is part of this interior. And that is extremely important to a Class A in my opinion, because the whole point of having a Class A bus like this is to be connected to your bus and also have an incredible driving experience and an incredibly safe driving experience. Now there's a lot of shelving and storage in this coach, and I'm gonna skip some of it. The cabinetry flows so smoothly that you can miss the practicality of it. For a while, I didn't even notice that this interior is absolutely jam-packed with storage. Everywhere you look, from front to back, they have fitted it with as much high-quality storage space as they could. In the bedroom, there's multiple wardrobes. Throughout the bathroom, there's an incredible amount of space. The kitchen sports the most storage space I've ever seen in any kitchen space in an RV I have been in. Some of these drawers are incredibly deep and incredibly long. This was a thoughtful and well appreciated feature that you wouldn't really notice until you got out on the road after you bought a coach like this. And I like the fact that they didn't give us any crazy colored couch. This couch actually ties a lot of the white colors in the coach together, and it keeps things looking seamless and calm. There's a touch of this fabric right here, but you can actually unzip these and wash them or replace them if you wanted to. They can be quite easily done. Now this will also jackknife. So this coach has absolutely beautiful windows, and that's thanks to the Prevost XL1 shelf. Now there's a few little facets about these windows that makes them pretty unique. So you can have it partially out like that, or you can have it extended much further out and just fold it at that point, and the vent is out further. And these are always gonna work. This is just a thing I wanted to point out because it's so nice to operate and it's so simple. No electricity is involved and it's enjoyable to operate. And that's what's so cool about this bus is throughout the coach, from the big picture items like camping and driving in the coach to the little details like the vent windows are all very satisfying to operate, but give you a sense of being very well built and well thought out. Now down below the windows, we have this gorgeous Corian windowsill. And as you can see, you just have these huge slabs that have Corian pieces in between. So it's like a sandwich. And notice these little tabs here on the screen. You can actually easily remove the screen if you want to. You just pull those up and you have a screenless window. And on top of that, we have these updated shades, which are day and night built into one shade. So they're operated with this little string here, and I'm doing it very slowly so you can see the operation. And so you pull them a little more and you've got beautiful day shades that you can even see out a little bit, but they're providing you with some shade, or you can close them down like this, and now you're private. So all of these windows have those shades and they work beautifully. Let's move into this kitchen space, which is by far one of the most unique, special, and well-equipped kitchens you'll see in a conversion bus. Starting on your left, we have a dinette hybrid. So there's this huge, beautiful Corian piece in between. And up here, there's lots of huge storage cabinets that have locks in them that are not gonna just wear out. These locks will last forever, that's the way they're designed. This just locks into place, and then you push up and then it goes back down. Ingenious design, actually. Infinity accent light, that's surrounded by these pieces of Corian. It's actually pretty amazing to look. It's just a little intricate detail that makes the whole bus just feel solid and more heavy when you're in it. Now we are currently looking at about one half of our kitchen countertop space. And normally in a coach, I would be sitting here talking about how there's a beautiful sink here, there's a beautiful stove, there's a microwave, and there's a refrigerator behind me. In this bus, it's a little different. We have a massive, wide open countertop space here that's beautifully surrounded in this mint and white Corian sandwich. That's what I'm gonna call it, it's a sandwich. And I love the texturing in here. It's not just white, there's this beautiful little marbling in this white. Now, this entire thing only has your stove in it, your princess stove. Welcome to kitchen number 2. This is where we have our sink. And this also serves as your second countertop space in the kitchen. It's pretty big, and again, this alone would serve as the normal size countertop space in the kitchen in about 9 out of 10 buses out there. Isn't that crazy? What other coach, unless you do some heavy modifications, will give you this kind of countertop space? And I actually talked to the previous owner, who, remember, has owned this coach since 55,000 miles and had it for over 10 years. And he says they still miss this kitchen setup in their bus, and their new bus has 2 slide outs. That's something to think about if you're considering a non-slide coach, because this kind of space is pretty sizable, especially when it's been very well thought out like it has been in this coach, and you actually gain some benefits while on the road. There's a nice little Corian piece that connects these little cabinets, so you can put decorative pieces up here if you'd like. This is a little decorative spot where you can put wine glasses, shot glasses, you name it. It can be displayed right here. And I love how this is just like a big Corian piece that you never see unless you're opening this cabinet space, but they just finished it out in Corian. Now here is our refrigerator. It's a GE profile. Like I said, very seamlessly fits in here. Isn't this incredible? I didn't even mention this microwave convection oven that we have on the left. quick shout out to our breaker box and our main control compartment for electronics. As we step back here, there is a pneumatic air-operated pocket door. So you push a button and this pocket door will shut close. And that's the same for the door that goes into the toilet room and the door that goes into the bedroom. Right here in this little corner, notice this beautiful little piece, this Corian shelving spot that has this accent lighting built in. Looks awesome, and it's just a great use of this corner. Now where I'm standing right here is the toilet room. We have a Tecma push button toilet that has the Eco Water Save button. That's my own name, I just came up with that. But what this does is flush using significantly less water. So that's nice to have. This is an updated porcelain toilet. And the tiling continues all back there. I love that there's a lot of space around the toilet. It's kind of like unnecessary, but it's nice to have some width in here. And this, I just love this window. There is a little privacy shade that you can pull down, but I love that little porthole window there. Now right here, this is a pretty cool crown jewel in this coach. This is a absolutely massive shower. It's decked out in Corian, and it's one of the biggest showers I've seen in a coach. No joke. That is a big puppy. Now on your left, before we move any further, we do have a washer dryer stack. So this coach will be able to full-time, no problem. And even if you don't full-time, it's really nice to have a washer dryer stack in the coach. Now here we have our bathroom sink. And I love the bowls are huge in this thing, and they're deep. They're not like the slim bowls. We've got outlets located in here. The bottom of the shelf is Corian. This is just one big slab of Corian. Now let's take a step back in the bedroom. In the bedroom, we have a king size bed, and there's an updated TV. Up above, we have a starlight panel. And even though I'm 5'11", nearly 6 feet, probably 6 feet including my hair, I am standing right here on the back, on the top of this little box over the engine. So there's a lot of interior height in here, even on this side of the bed. The Corian is awesome. There's a huge Corian countertop back over here, a huge wardrobe in the back. Love that. Windowsills are Corian. You've got another full-size wardrobe on the other side. Take a peek at this. Right here, you've got this huge wardrobe. And then to the right of it, we have another wardrobe. So the storage is absolutely bonkers. There's more storage here. There's all kinds of controls so you can kill the light, and all around a fantastic bedroom space. With that, let's go hit the road. You know, at the end of my interior walkthroughs, I always forget that I want to go through the cockpit before we take it out for a spin. This cockpit will make old-timers reminisce and enthusiasts like myself giddy. The switches and gauges cover everything coach side, and you even have a generator oil pressure and water temperature gauge, which is so thoughtful. You can also control all of your outside and inside lighting from the cockpit, which really proves to be handy as a driver. Yeah, you know what? I'm deciding these clips are probably going to be without audio. Yeah.
So, need a chlorine to clean the Liberty. Like that pattern.
That turbo noise. That's why I have the window down around town, is to hear that Detroit Series 60 turbo noise, which is, I think, the best turbo noise I've heard thus far. ISXs have some good turbo noises as well, and you know, they all have their different noises, but the Detroit Series 60, it's music. Turbo noise is music, the engine is music. The transmission in the car is pretty incredible. Like, it's honestly at full strength, it's too strong in a lot of applications. You have to come off of it because you find yourself slowing down too quickly. It's just an incredible system to have, and it just amplifies the driving experience a lot. There's that Series 60, my gosh. Front end is solid. As we know, a lot of those components are new under there, and I think it's also just the whole experience. Like right now, I'm looking down the sides of the coach through my mirrors. I see all the side lights on, the marker lights. I see the stainless steel, and I can just sit here and let it easily relax on down the road. And see right here, I need to get over on my right lane. It's sort of a emergency stop almost in the middle of this road. They have the road cut off up here, and I didn't touch my brakes to slow down. You know, given I saw it, I kind of anticipated it, but just an example of being able to stop pretty quickly with just this. So it's absolutely incredible to have and extremely safe to have, especially if you plan on towing a lot, which this coach can tow a lot. Look at this, downhill, 20 miles an hour, haven't touched the brakes yet. I was slowing down from about 30. Okay, 11 miles an hour and under is the only place you really need to use the actual air brakes once you learn this coach. Isn't that incredible? I think about that. The bus rides like it's on rails. It feels planted, like a lead weight is swinging 20 feet below the bus, stapling it to the road. The front end feels excellent and stable on another level. When I say I enjoy driving this bus, I mean it. I've driven this coach many times to simply enjoy the driving experience because it has a lot to offer in that department. This first storage bay on the passenger side of the bus is a pass-through storage compartment with a joey bed that can take up to 1,000 pounds. Now the next bay is a entertainment bay, and up on the top we have our two 3600 inverters, and down below we have a grill. Now right next door we have an entertainment bay with a small TV. In front of the passenger side drive axle we have two 10-gallon electric water heaters that were installed new within the last couple of years. There's also a water softener built in. Right here we have a small storage compartment with a bunch of extra parts for the wheel hubcaps, so you can cover all your lug nuts if you want. Now this next door compartment contains our coach, our chassis side batteries. We have 4 of them, as well as 2 main chassis side cutoffs. On the top left, we have our air filter, and that air filter is brand new, and there's just incredible access to this engine from all around, both sides of the bus and from the huge opening on the rear of the coach. The engine itself is super clean, and it runs like a top. The side radiator is easily accessible via a nice stainless steel opening. And to the left of that radiator, we have a door that literally just gives us extra access to the engine. Very thoughtful. Now, when you open the plumbing bay, it's just a sea of stainless steel. We have push button electronic valves for the dump. And you open a compartment on the left and you can see a beautifully set up valve system to switch where you want your water to go. You can bypass the softener, for instance, flush out the black tank. Now to the left, we have our coach side battery compartment where you'll find 6 8D batteries that are Lifeline AGMs. There's also a lot of extra tiling. There is a hose here that puts water out. So if you want to wash your coach or get water out of the coach for some reason, you have a nice hose on a cord reel. This has a 17.5 kilowatt PowerTech generator that is turbocharged. It runs perfectly. It's on a generator slide, and the sound deadening fabric is even in excellent condition. This generator was also freshly serviced and inspected by East Tennessee Luxury Coach. Now right in front of that, we have access on the driver's side to our full pass-through storage bay, and that slide tray can come out on this side as well. Now the very forward bay on the driver's side of the coach is where you have a lot of wiring located. It is absolutely stunning to look at. I had an airplane pilot come take a peek at the bus, and he was just admiring the way they laid out the wiring in this coach. It's not only beautiful, it's extremely practical. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this classic bus as much as I did. It is a well thought out time capsule. From the unique paint job to the interior that will take you back in time, this bus will mark a place in your heart. It has truly been a joy for me to work with this bus, and whoever gets the privilege to own this bus is a lucky fellow. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.